This is one of the most haunted places in America. Waverly Hills was once a state-of-the-art tuberculosis hospital, but it quickly became a house of death. Over 60,000 patients died within its walls during the early 20th century. One of the most infamous rooms is room 502, where a nurse hanged herself. Her name was Mary, and it's said that she haunts the room, moving objects, shaking beds, and even interacting with people. The hospital was so overcrowded that bodies had to be secretly moved through underground tunnels to avoid panicking the public, and even today, screams can be heard echoing from the empty rooms. It's said that the spirits of those who died at Waverly Hills still linger there, touching, scratching, and even pushing people who enter the building. Paranormal investigators call Waverly Hills one of the darkest places in America, and it's rumored that at least one person a year dies here. Do you dare visit? There's another haunted place in America. It's called the Myrtles Plantation, and it's located deep in the swamps of Louisiana. The house was built on an ancient Native American burial ground, and it's said that over 10 people were murdered here, with many more going missing. The most famous ghost, she was called Chloe, a former slave who poisoned her master's children and was killed for it. Guests see her shadow near mirrors, hear children crying at night, and watch doors swing open by themselves. The Myrtles Plantation is called one of America's most haunted homes, and for good reason. In the heart of West Virginia lies a massive, crumbling institution. It was designed to house just 250 patients, but at its peak, over 2,400 souls were crammed inside. Doors would slam shut on their own, and they would see shadowy figures of former patients pacing the corridors. One wing of the asylum is dedicated to the Civil War soldiers who never found peace. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum opened in 1864 and quickly became overcrowded. It was understaffed and the patients were neglected. They were subjected to electroshock therapy and lobotomies, and there were violent outbursts and over 1,000 deaths. Asylum staff would hear screams echoing through the empty halls at night. Is it the most haunted place in America? You decide. This Gothic fortress once revolutionized the prison system. Eastern State Penitentiary was the first prison to implement solitary confinement. Inmates were locked in total darkness for months at a time. The silence is deafening. The spirits trapped within these 4 walls are anything but quiet now. Even the bravest of them all claim that this place is evil. Some lost their minds completely. The most infamous inmate, Al Capone, did time here, and some say his ghost still lingers. Disembodied whispers, footsteps in the empty corridors. This place is so haunted that paranormal investigators refuse to set foot inside. This is another haunted house. In 1912, a quiet home in Valeska, Iowa, fell silent. 8 people went to sleep and never woke up. An axe was found at the scene, but no one was ever arrested. There was no motive, no answers, just a house left full of questions. And sometimes it wants you to remember too. More than a century later, the house still stands. Time passed, but something remained. Visitors speak of distant footsteps, soft laughter, and doors that move on their own. It's not violent, just unsettling, like the past is still echoing through the walls. Some say the house remembers. Are you brave enough to enter the Devil's Cave? In the early 1800s, a family in Tennessee was tormented by a violent spirit known as the Bell Witch. The witch would speak to them, move objects around their house, and even attack them physically. And to this day, people are still exploring the cave on their property, where the witch is said to reside. But be careful if you go there, because it's said that those who enter the cave don't always come out the same. Some people believe that it was just a curse, but others believe that it was something more demonic. The Bell Witch legend is one of the most documented hauntings in American history. If you want to hear more terrifying tales of the paranormal, stay tuned for more stories.